Today we'll be watching a video about threats to living systems. Any idea about this concept?
Well, for me, I think living systems are kind of like open and sustainable systems that are known by having a characteristic of life. So again, having a characteristic of life, they can sustain themselves through their surroundings, like through information, like feedback and energy exchange.
So, yung living system, pwedeng as simple as a single cell or as complex as like isang ecosystem on Earth.
Ultimately, the goal of the living systems is to achieve sustainability, and it uses feedback mechanisms to do so. So, yun.
Pag sinabi nating threats, ito yung kahit na ano na makakapag-impede ng process ng sustainability. Actually, meron tayong dalawang types ng threats. Merong natural, meron ding man-made.
So, mukha namang may alam kayo dun sa topic natin. So, let's get on to the video.
Philippines is home to 53 active volcanoes, including the recent volcanic incident of Taal, which eruption took many by surprise. The archipelago of the Philippines is located in the Pacific Ring of Fire, which houses not only the world's most active volcanoes, but also home to various natural hazards like earthquakes, tsunamis, and typhoons. It was 1977 since its last devastating phreatomagmatic eruption, which resulted in the death of about 200 civilians. In the light of the recent Taal Volcano incident, the PHIVOLCS continues to monitor the situation and the seismic activity of the area.
Kung mga pag-akyat ng isang magma, isang body ng magma na nagmumula pa sa mas malalim na parte papunta doon sa isla. At ito po ang tingin namin ang posible pang mag-supply ng panibagong magma sa ilalim ng bulkan at pwedeng magpatuloy ang aktibidad ng Bulkan Taal. At ang pag-akyat ng magma po, ito po yung naging sanhi ng paglindol, at dahil napapaumbok po ang lupa sa kapaligiran, napapaangat niya at napapalapad ng kaunti ang lawa kasi nasa-stretch.
Relief operations continues as more and more people and organizations step forward to join and help the evacuees. Domestic animals and pets that were left behind after the Taal Volcano eruption are being rescued, fed, and taken care of by volunteers. Natural calamities are always accompanied by multiple threats to its surrounding living systems. This includes not only natural threats but also man-made threats like corruption, violence, as well as pollution, which made the volcanic ashfall even worse. The volcano's pyroclastic flows made a huge toll on the city's livelihood as well as its ashfall, which even made its way north to the country's capital city. Crops are covered in ash. All the roads, cars, houses and buildings are coated with the thick ash the volcano has been spewing for the past couple of days.
So, ano yung masasabi mo about sa video?
Siyempre, bilang isang estudyante na nag-aaral ng Science 11, meron na kaming alam tungkol sa mga living systems. Pero mas may matututunan tayo kung makikita natin ang mga examples nito, kagaya ng Taal.
So, learning about real-life threats, they help us to internalize them in the sense that nakikita natin anong actually nangyayari. Nakikita natin sila more as more than a concept, and na-apply natin sila in real life.
So, pinakita dun sa video yung effects ng natural disasters sa mga affected areas and communities. Actually, hindi ko nga ma-imagine kung mangyari yung sa sarili ko na sobrang maapektuhan ako dahil sa natural disaster na katulad ng pag-erupt ng Taal Volcano.
Can you list some of the threats that were shown in the video?
Well, Taal.
Yes, Taal and its volcanic activity. Example yun ng isang natural threat. Pero can you tell me more about how exactly it threatens the system dun sa area na yun?
Well, yung naganap na pagsabog, it basically made the people have to evacuate. Yun, every day, since people have to make their ends meet, yung insidenteng ito, it disrupted their daily life and what they have to do to sustain themselves. So, yun, pwede mo masasabi na disruption yun sa living system ng community living near Taal.
Because there's lots of fishes in Taal Lake, and again, these fish can kill due to the ashfall. And again, the DA actually tested these fish, and again, they also have chemicals inside because of the ash. And of course, it would be negative to actually consume them. That's why they began to decrease significantly. However, the DOH, from what I know, or the Department of Health, actually gave an early advisory to not consume the fish since, again, it's not safe. But they could have actually, in my opinion, consulted with the DA first and asked for the experimental results so that there's a consensus. Because prior to this, it's kind of like arbitrary to actually just announce that out of the blue. Because again, the fishermen are making a living. So, it's quite unprofessional in such a way.
Alam mo, sa pagsabog ng Taal, hindi lang tao ang naapektuhan, pati mga hayop, mga isda, kabayo, baboy, manok, lahat-lahat naapektuhan. Etong mga hayop na to nakaapekto sa hanap buhay nila, kaya ang mga naapektuhan, ang mga biktima natin sa Taal, mahihirapan silang maka-cope up kasi nawala na sila ng mga alaga nila.
So, Tagaytay and stuff, tourism is a very big thing in Taal, and with the recent explosion, obviously, they're gonna suffer a lot from it in income, their livelihood, the Taal Lake, where they get the fishes and stuff. And in long term, looking to this in long term, it will really affect them a very, very great deal in terms of their lifestyle and stuff.
So in short, one reason why Taal is a threat is because it affects the people's livelihood.
Yes, and we must understand how much important it is because Taal communities is surrounded by the Taal Lake, or they surround the Taal Lake, and most of their the backbone of their economy is because of the fishes and stuff. So in order to survive and maintain sustainability, they need to look for another stuff to be, or source to be sustainable.
Yeah, aside from that, yung area in Taal is pretty much devastated right now. People will have to spend a lot of time, effort, and money to clean up and repair kung anumang damages nangyari and replace anumang destroyed possessions.
Hindi pa talaga pwedeng bumalik yung mga biktima sa kanilang mga tahanan kasi delikado pa ito. Isang tinitingnan problema natin ay yung pagbuga ng toxic volcanic ash dahil nakakasama ito sa kalusugan nila, lalo na sa mga baga nila. Isa pang tinitingnan na problema ay maaari pang pumutok ito at mas maging delikado.
Yung phreatic eruption itself is a natural disaster. Pero meron din na mga man-made or human-related na threats na pwedeng mangyari doon sa situation. For example, sa evacuation centers, maaaring magkaroon ng tension sa pagitan ng mga evacuees dahil sa agawan ng mga relief goods, kunyari. And then, maaari ding magdulot to sa mga away sa pagitan nila. And then, since sa evacuation center, hindi masyado napapahalagan yung sanitation dahil sobrang siksikan sila doon at kulang din yung mga kagamitan nila. Maaaring magkaroon ng pathological threats katulad na lamang ng pag-spread ng mga disease. So, yung overall combination of these things can lower the people's morale and affect their mental health in a negative way.
If you put yourself in the place of the displaced Taal residents na nag-face ngayon ng malaking disruption sa kanilang pamumuhay, what do you think would help them recover?
So, knowing that I live near a volcano na that could erupt anytime, mas maganda if magpre-prepare muna ako for myself. I-prepare ko muna yung mga kailangan kong gawin in case na mangyari yun. And as well as other people, kailangan din nila mag-prepare in time pag nag-erupt yung volcano or may nangyaring ganun. So, I think we would recover faster if we had precautionary measures in place. Dapat alam nila kung ano yung mga action na dapat gawin in case na mag-take place yung eruption. And yung kasama na dito sa precautionary measures, yung alternative sources of livelihood, dapat i-consider din nila na mag-invest sa livelihood na hindi gaano maapektuhan ng eruption in case na mangyari yan.
I think yung local government units, yung LGUs doon, magpa-play sila ng malaking role in ensuring na yung residents na naninirahan malapit sa Taal Lake well-informed sa kung anong nangyayari and anong pwedeng mangyari. Para na nang sa ganun, para malalaman nila anong kailangan nilang gagawin in case may mangyayari ulit at alam nila kung ano yung mga epekto ng kung ano mang mangyayaring mga pagsabog or kung ano mang mga maaaring mangyari.
Personally, it would help if like the members of the community had like a good relationship with each other. So, in any times of like distress, they always have on each other's backs, diba? Also, like apart from facilitating evacuation centers, donation drives, also distribution of relief goods, I think that government would also be, it would be wise if they try to find like, how do you call this, preventive measures or programs that can help these victims get back on their feet, like through like rehabilitation of their houses, their goods, their resources, and the like.
Ang magandang katangian ng Pilipino ay yung pagiging resilient niya. Yung kaya niyang bumangon kahit anong klaseng kalamidad man yan. Pero hindi dapat natin niro-romanticize itong katangian na to. Hindi dapat gawing excuse itong pagiging resilient ng Pilipino ng mga gobyerno para maglaylo lang. Kailangan pa rin ng Pilipino ng tulong nila para mas mabilis ang kanilang pag-ahon sa kalamidad.
Hi guys, again thank you so much for watching this video of the Scholars React. And I hope that you get to learn so much about living systems, their threats, and the recent Taal Volcano Eruption. Oh, also don't forget to click the like button, subscribe button, and don't forget to click the QR link down below if you want to know more about the Taal Volcano Eruption. Thanks!